welcome to the Reba Perry Show. I am your host today, Reba Perry, and we have our distinguished guest here, Purnell Holloway. How you doing today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me.
And Mr. Holloway, I know you are a native of Newark, New Jersey, but you currently live in Queens, New York.
Yes.
Tell us what made you decide to become a comedian.
Oh, wow. Well, actually, it started back in high school, class clown sort of thing. You know, that was like one of the things that always had me in class. I would always blurt out things that I thought was funny. I would get a response from my classmates, and that kind of set the tone for me, knowing that I had something going on, being, you know, funny thoughts, putting them out there, people laughing, and started connecting the dots. But when I came 16 years old, one of my aunts treated me to see Eddie Murphy live, and that was like it for me, to watch Eddie Murphy do his thing. And I think that really set the tone for me to go into stand-up comedy.
Wow, because Eddie Murphy was a top-notch comedian
Yes,
back in the days.
yes.
And you had to really pull some strings even to get in his shows.
Absolutely. And my aunt, like I said, she had tickets. I don't know who she got them from, what she did to get the tickets. That's her business. But I appreciate it, Auntie. It set me up.
And what's your auntie's name?
Her name is Aunt Sheila, my Aunt Sheila.
Thank you, Aunt Sheila,
Thank you,
for
Auntie
hooking him
Sheila.
up, because you opened up a big avenue for your nephew.
Yes.
So we're going to find out exactly who really are the people that you want to follow in their footsteps.
Okay. Well, I can honestly say that, you know, you have your original old-time comedian favorites like Richard Pryor. You have your Eddie Murphys, of course, and I always loved, like, you know, the Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey guys. But people that I work with every single night here in New York City are the guys I really admire. I have a gentleman by the name of Talent, the comedian.
Okay.
Drew Frazier and Rob Stapleton, Kenny Williams. These are names of people that maybe you know, maybe you may not know, but these guys are absolutely phenomenal comedians. And they gave me a little structure as I was coming along. You know, you always need that person to reach back and give you a little bit of guidance coming along. So I appreciate those guys.
And I know you work with comedians such as Tommy Davidson, Ricky Harris, Paul Mooney, Howie Bell, Michael Cornian.
Michael Collier, yes. All those names she just mentioned, very good people, fantastic comedians. And as I say, like, we're men first, and then we do our comedy. They help me to become a very good comedian, as well as off stage becoming a man, you know, in a lot of ways. So I respect all of those guys.
So I know you worked on a lot of projects. One of them just happened to be my Diva Dynasty calendar.
Yay!
Yes, which will
Diva
be featured
Dynasty.
in June. As an entrepreneur, I decided to do the calendar in June instead of January, so people could get a taste of real nice, desirable eye candy, and he's one of them.
Thank you. Thank you for having me as a part of the calendar. Yes, that's just one of the many things that I've been doing since early this year, January 2014, really kicked off a lot of things for me. I've been in a couple of stage plays. Two of them exactly are Poor Girl, Rich Girl. And there's another play I just did called Behind These Walls.
Wow.
Where that play in itself was about domestic violence.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a message in the play. We only had 50 minutes to put this one act play together for a festival recently.
Right.
And so we did the play. I play a character by the name of Maurice Black. I'm like the aggressive, abusive guy. And I tell you, it was so moving to play that part because that's so far from who I really am.
Right.
And also, at the end of the festival, they nominated me as one of the best actors of the festival.
Wow.
So yeah, so right now the finals are the 26th, and we go on the 26th, and I go up against 3 other people, and hopefully I'll bring home the $500
Is it a voting process where we can vote for you? Or
not
just
a vote online. You have to be in the audience. It's at the Cabrini Theater in Washington Heights, New York.
Okay.
So you have to be in the theater to watch the actual final presentation. But they do take into consideration audience applause and audience interaction.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that's really nice.
Very exciting.
So you must have really did your thing to get that approval.
I tell you, I love acting because it's just an extension of theater and live performances. So for me to even be nominated was huge for me. I'm really excited about this. So sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned.
I was able to see one of your comedy sketches with Solo Jones in 2013 when you played Officer Purnell and FBI Agent Purnell. That was really funny.
Thank you. You know, I do a lot of comedy sketches. I've done probably like 11 sketches since last October with different comedians for different premises. but the one you saw with Solo Jones and that was all his idea. I used some profanity throughout the scenes, but it's very funny the way it came across. You know, if you ever want to check it out, you can go to YouTube, Purnell Holloway, and I have about 45 videos on YouTube right now that you can find it, and I think you'll enjoy it.
It's spelled Purnell Holloway, so some people will understand.
Okay, it's PURNELLHOLLOWAY. Purnell Holloway at Facebook or Twitter is one of the best ways to kind of reach me.
Okay, so you do private comedy as well?
Absolutely, yes. I've done like 50 people have their special anniversaries, 50-year celebrations. I've done retirement parties. I've even been invited to do someone's wedding in 2015, so that's kind of exciting as well.
Right.
So I do the comedy club circuit, I do the acting, I do the private gigs. We'll come do your bar mitzvah. We'll come do your I don't do kids parties because I'm not necessarily, you know, with the kids. But anything 21 and up, man, you give me a call. I would love to come and perform for you and your family. We have a great time right in your backyard if we have to. But you reach out to me if you want, I will definitely be there.
So tell us a little more about Poor Girl, Rich Girl by Stax Cordero.
Oh, wow. This is actually the 4th play that I've ever been in. But this is the only play that I've been in that actually is picking up steam and taking off. Yeah, Stax Cordero, we've done a play in New York, and then we went to Syracuse, New York with the play. Okay. And we're scheduled to perform the same play June 21st in D.C. in a festival there. So the play itself it's really doing some wonderful things, and it's a fun play. It's fun, it's happy, it's got a nice storyline. I got so much information already posted on my page or Facebook or Twitter. Please be my friend on Facebook, Twitter. You can call me if you want. Diva, she got my number.
Yes.
But I got a lot of information. I want you guys to really get the feel for Purnell Holloway and what we do. We have a great network of people, singers, dancers, I know poets. Right. So we can bring you any kind of entertainment you like.
And your character is Murray Walker?
And Murray Walker, yes. Murray Make It Happen Walker. I play a football player, and you know, we got swag, you know, football players got confidence that they can get any woman they want. And in this play, the one woman that I want, basically she has money of her own. She's kind of like a diva, so she doesn't really need my money. So now I'm so used to women, you know, falling for me because I have money. Now when I find one that doesn't want my money, it makes me like, you know, and I pursue her much harder. Yes, it's more of a challenge. And so it really has a great storyline. I just don't want to give too much of it away.
Yes.
But remember the name, Poor Girl, Rich Girl by Stax Cordero. Absolutely fabulous play. You guys are going to love it.
So you play at the Proper Cafe in Queens every first Friday?
Yes. I've done a show there for the past, this is going on 18 months. Every first Friday of the month at the Proper Cafe in Queens, New York, we do a show there every first Friday. May 2nd will be our next show there. I have 2 very funny comedians coming out. I have Top Flight. He's a comedian out of Philadelphia. Hilarious. He's won all kinds of awards in his area in Philly. And then we have a young lady who's from D.C. but lives in New York now, Miss Del Harrison, will also be on that same show with me on May 2nd at the Proper Cafe in Queens. But we added one show this month. It's like a clean comedy Sunday.
Oh,
yes, May 4th.
At the Proper Cafe
At the Proper Cafe. So Friday night will be our regular show. We do a little foul mouth, but it's funny. It's really cool. And then Sunday is a clean comedy show, crispy clean.
And what you consider crispy clean?
Well, crispy clean is like no
holy
cursing.
Water?
Well, no, basically no curse words. You don't have to worry. Like you could come with your mom or your uncle. You still have to be 21 and up because they serve beverages, alcoholic beverages. But no, you don't have to worry about sexual, too graphic. Yeah. You know, it's just light, fun humor. And I have a very, very special guest coming.
Oh, wow.
Her name is Jackie Fabulous.
Oh, wow.
She was just on Arsenio's Hall show, and she performed that. Beautiful, beautiful woman. She called me up from L.A. and said, Purnell, I'm coming home. Do you have anything for me? I didn't have anything, but I created this.
Wow.
So I'm hoping that Queens comes out, man, and show this young lady some love. I hope that y'all represent, man. Get your tickets early. You can call 347-239-9271 for advance tickets for that show.
Repeat that number again.
347-239-9271.
Wow, you got so many positive things going on.
Thank
And you know,
you.
happiness and laughing is the key to the soul.
This is, you know what, every time I do a show, there's always been somebody, not every single show, but they come up to you afterwards. And that's what makes it so much better for us, because you don't know who you're touching.
Yes,
you don't
yes.
know. I always pray before each show, even though I've done it over and over.
Right.
I pray that God gives me the ability to just transcend. Use me, I say, use me, Father,
use
you know,
you.
because I
Yes.
never know. I try not to script my comedy to the point
Right.
where people, if you saw me 3 nights ago, you would know exactly what I'm going to
Rehearse,
say.
right.
No, so all of my material, I have it in my head, but I never know how it's going to actually come out. And God has been so good to me that it's been working. That's all I
And
can
I
say.
followed you, New Jersey.
Yes.
I've been at the proper, and I really enjoyed myself. You know, we come with the group of divas.
Yes, you gotta love
We
the divas,
represent.
man. They do
We
represent. They
represent.
come out every single time. I love the divas. I have so much support, man. My family, I just want to say, I have family that lives in Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay.
I'll be flying out there to do a weekend worth of shows in Houston.
Oh, wow.
From May 24th through May 26th, Memorial Day weekend, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
I performed there about a month ago. They're bringing me back. I'm so grateful, you know,
Yes,
because
it's
nobody has,
blessed.
you know, it's one thing to be funny, but to be funny and be recognized and be able to move around the world,
Right.
around the country, and spread your humor with people, it's priceless.
It's funny, but you don't be funny and broke.
No, not at all. A lot of people, yes, it's a hustle. This is a hustle.
Yes.
Like if you don't mind, like I have
tell
my
us about your
T-shirts
shirt.
that after my comedy shows, it basically says "No rest for the weary." It's just my little state of mind. It's basically a state of mind. And on the back
us
of
the
the
back.
shirt, it says, "I love comedy." And Hollowhead Entertainment is actually my company that you know, I've registered with and have everything, so that when opportunities come, I even have it trademarked and everything. I mean, I wanted to make sure that as I move forward, I'm taking the necessary steps
Right.
to see the benefits of my labor.
Right.
You know,
and you have to nowadays.
Yes.
And tell us about this CD here.
This is my DVD also that I also sell after my comedy performances. Sometimes people support us and help us out. It's a 60-minute DVD of my stand-up as well as some of my acting ventures, like a little bit of me on stage at a play that I was in, and I have 2 films, clips from the film, not the full-length film, but 2 clips from the film are on here, just to give you a taste of my acting skills as well as my stand-up comedy skills. So that's what this DVD is about.
These shirts are for sale. You have these shirts for sale. How much are the shirts?
The shirts are $20, and 9 times out of 10, if you buy the shirt the night of the show, I'll give you a DVD with the shirt as a compliment.
wow.
Yeah, only if you buy it that night. But if you,
Right.
you know, separately, the DVDs are normally $10 and the shirts are $20. But when people make those purchases like that after the
Right.
show, because they just paid to see me
Right.
perform, so I'll give it as a
Well,
compliment.
we can't give this away because Sandy Lou will kill
No,
us.
this is her shirt. We have somebody here at the studio. She already got first dibs on this shirt. But Purnell Holloway, Facebook or Twitter, anytime you can reach me. Facebook is the best way. Yes, I communicate very well on Facebook.
And you also do comedy show in Newark, New Jersey, bi-weekly?
Yes, every other Tuesday in Newark, New Jersey, which is where I grew up. I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, and since I've been doing comedy, about 12 years I've been doing comedy, but I've really been aggressive about the comedy since 2010. So people where I grew up at, they're reaching out to me to come back to the area where I grew up, and that's where I do my show. So I
Okay.
feel really good to have people that actually knew me when I
Right.
grew up, and not that I'm like a Hollywood big star yet, but
you're getting
I'm,
there.
I'm on my way, and I feel like I'm gonna walk in God's light. However He shines it, I'm gonna make my way to that light. But I reach back, and we bring a weekly, bi-weekly show there every Tuesday. Our next show will be Tuesday the 29th. It's at a place called Oduduwas. It's actually an African-owned club. Oduduwa is the name of the club. Yes.
And you pronounce it very well.
Yes, thank you. And it's at 513 Central Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. If you're ever interested, you live in Newark, you find out about it, you're more than welcome to come. We start our show at 9:30, so that's all you have to do. Arrive by like 9 o'clock.